Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Adam, I appreciate you out there. The 150, I'll edit the description and all that stuff. So, do appreciate you very much for tuning in. And I did change that on all the towers and everything, too. So, there it is. The Rockingham 150 brought to you by Jinx Shifters. My name is Jason with Signature Esports, and it's good to see everybody out there tuning in, of course. Stephen McComas already chiming in 12 cautions tonight.
Oh, the caution fest.
It's Rockingham, 1 mile in length. It's not that bad. There it is. We're not running the 10. Man, oh man. Tell you what, the graphics today aren't updating. I read it incorrectly. 150 miles is what they're going to run. That's pretty much what they're going to run. 0.97 miles in length. I mean, that's a mile track right here. Rockingham, absolutely wonderful to be a part of the Midwest Days of Thunder. Of course, Jinx Shifters is the sponsor. We missed them last week, but we hopefully made up for it with the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series finale there at Talladega. We do have the Jinx Shifters Rockingham right here, MDOT. Good things all happening. Man, oh man. Newbrow, how you doing today? Mr. Michael Newbrow joining me in the broadcast booth, of course, and it's a wonderful day in my neighborhood. How about yours?
It's doing great over here, Jason. I had a wonderful day, and if we're coming up to the holidays here, so I'm gonna have lots of time off. So it's gonna be lots of racing this upcoming 2 weeks.
I agree. I don't know what to do with all the time. I really don't. It's good to see everybody out there tuning in. Good sections out there. I'm already seeing the views increase. It's great to see you. Rockingham Speedway originally opened in 1965. It sold a couple of times, most recently in 2007. Man, what a great track, an iconic track, formerly known as the North Carolina Speedway. But since its closing and I believe reopening coming up, they've really just had a great repavement. Just a whole lot of good things have happened here, including some of the fastest laps by some of the greatest. Thunder Alley is what it's called. I believe the track record, I'm double checking my numbers here because I don't want to misquote this. I believe Richard Petty still holds the fastest lap here, if I'm not mistaken.
That would not surprise me at all.
But I want to make sure. I just definitely want to make sure. Fastest lap. It was the project of Harold Brasington and Bill Land, and Brasington had relevant experience in his involvement during the Darlington Speedway, so that's where their creation of Darlington Speedway, so that's where that comes. Richard Petty, 22.39. That's what it said. Man, that's fast. It's really fast. They're getting ready to have qualifying finish up here. Let's talk about Jinx, because Jinx is the sponsor. And, of course, it is an Australian company. Great company to be a part of, and thank you very much for them taking a part of the Midwest Days of Thunder. Esports is growing everywhere, so it's good. It's good to see that some companies are taking advantage of utilizing that. Jinx Shifters is an Australian-based company that specializes in the fabrication and distribution of sim racing shifters. Jinx also sells a variety of products like shifter knob modifications. If you're looking for a high-quality shifter to fit your high-quality rig, Jinx Shifters is the place you need to go. JinxShifters.com for all of that information. You can order it right there. Man, the starting grid is it's about to get hot and heavy.
It is. And do you see who's up front, Jason?
It's my Oreo cookie machine, the number 3, Austin Bloom, the Florida driver. Another pole position for him, but you've got Aylshire right there to the outside.
I do. He's going to redeem this week. I have a feeling.
Lance Hill, Brian Kozad, Colin Forrester, and AJ Green are going to make up the rest of the top 3 rows. The man Tabor Mowry, the 22, he's going to be there inside row 3 with Joe Nidick. Brian Dixon and Michael Pimpere. Good to see Pimpere out there again. He's going to be driving the very heavily Christmas paint scheme out there. I was watching him race just a little while ago when they were practicing, and man, he's got a very bright car out there. Travis Eccles, Stephen Wood, that's going to make up your 6th row. Moving on down the grid, let's keep moving. Justin Malarkey is out there. There's Doug Erickson, Chris Buds, and Pete Van Sprundle, the number 80, stepping in and having a great day. Matt Fornes is out there in row number 10, but before Stephen McComas and Corey Wakefield, they're going to make up row number 9. Dale Duke out there in the number 18 machine. Good to see him rocking and rolling out there, of course. And that's going to make up the rest of it. Robert Ramsey of Phil's going to be race controlling tonight. And yours truly and myself, we got myself, yours truly, and then Michael Newbrow's going to be in the broadcast booth. Man, oh man, it's been a great, it's just been a great day. It's been a great evening. And we're back to broadcasting some iRacing, and we're going to have some fun.
I'm a little worried that McComas said 12 and he's on the track. So he's been out there running with these guys. And I'm like, man, last week I took 6. He said like 2 and he was spot on. And now this week he's like 12. I'm like,
YouTube heating it up out there. Good to see all the chatters. Thank you very much. Am I sleepy today, Froster? No, I hope you're not talking to me. Nope, not sleepy. Just, when you start and the first thing you get is a 150, not 160, I have to sit here and explain things. I hate doing that. So, apology for the typo. I'll go through and edit that a little bit later on. Pace car is going to dive off, though. Fred the Flagman high above the stands here in Rockingham. 150 laps. Whoa, somebody hit the wall. First caution going to come out. Brian Kozad. Well, Austin Bloom's going to not have the lead. I'm not sure. Here's Brian Kozad right here, and watch. They got the green flag, and the Monday Night Raw number 87.
He was sending chairs, ladders, and tables, and he wanted to do it in the beginning of the race.
Something happened. Something must have happened there. I think his wheel might have been compromised there. I think something might have happened there with Mr. Kozad. So, man. All right, time to Isaac out there. All right, time to crack an obligatory beverage. Good to see you. Brian,
right, well, he said 12, and then I see this, so now I'm even worried even more. Jason, I'm gonna go with 10 today.
10. I'm gonna be 6. I'm gonna say 6, plus or minus 2. I think it's a short track, so plus or minus 2. I think that's where we're going to be at. About to get into 60 at Kentucky. Kentucky's a great. Oops, says Justin Barkley. Brian Warner Jr. out there. Did he die? No, I don't think so.
He just brought tables, ladders, and chairs early for the match.
Isaac out there on Facebook is our Truck Series recruiting by chance. I think so. Our Truck Series, are you talking about a Signature Esports, or are you talking about Midwest Days of Thunder? That's your brother Jamie, the number 73. That's your brother out there. There he is. Justin Malarkey, the number 73. Giving shout outs, Jamie Lynn. There you go. There's your brother. Good to see you. Forrester, so be it. Have some chores. Colin is on restriction then. Man, they're just going.
It's going to be an interesting stream already.
I'm going to let them just kind of keep themselves up. All right, so we're going to have some wave around cars because they started from the pit, from pits. So we're going to see them take the wave around here, and we'll get back to green flag racing. Hey, you know what's good about it though? Brian only hit the wall. He didn't take anybody else out, and everybody was doing well to be accident avoidance there.
Right? You're like, all right, Fred the Flagman, green, and wham. I'm like, what?
Brandy Buds, your husband is driving out there. Where is Mr. Buds? There's Chris. There he is.
12.
Here's the Kodak film number 13. Justin Barkley, I'll be in Cup soon. Gotcha. Signature Esports is recruiting for Cup Series and Truck Series. If that's what you're asking for. Midwest Days of Thunder, I'm not sure, guys. I just broadcast for them. I try to keep up on what they're doing, where the points are, what the standings are. And speaking of which, I'll make sure to take a look at that while we get things underway. Good to see everybody tuning in out there. A whole lot of fun. Man, oh man, the love is in the air. Quick reminder, every time you donate stars from now until the end of the year, we're going to be donating all those stars, all that money that comes in from there to Toys for Tots. That goes to help raise money for not only toys, but also to help support the cause over there. So keep that in mind. If you are on Facebook, if you're out there on the rest of the platforms, if you hit the donate on Twitch, I believe it's in the About section, hit donate. You'll donate straight to the PayPal, and we'll throw that in there as well. Just make sure you put in the description. That's what you want to do. Man, oh man, let's take a look at the Cup Series season standings. Hopefully it'll pop up. Yep, it popped up on the right screen. Woohoo! Colin Forster has the points lead currently. AJ Green and Lance Hill, that's going to be your top three. Forster, 298, has an 18-point lead over AJ Green. Lance Hill is there with 264. But back at it again. Green. Adam Aylshire was out front. Austin Bloom had the... There they are. I mean, look at them. They're already trying to go single file. Hill had a great start right there as well. Aylshire out front. There's your boy, Austin.
Look at Bloom. Bloom's like, I want my spot back.
We've seen these guys run up front pretty much all season long. Austin Bloom taking second away from Lance Hill in the number 6. Colin Forster, the number 9, he settles in. He's got the 7. AJ Green, my AC Slater of everything. He is right there as well.
I love that car.
It's a great car.
He's got to put that screen for the rest of his time with iRacing.
He said that he wasn't going to be changing that paint scheme at all when we spoke to him last. Lap 8 being completed under green flag conditions. Backstretch run. The Thunder Valley Racetrack right here at Rockingham, the Speedway. It's not that many laps if you take in consideration, but it is still a long way to go. Front stretch run for the number 11 who leads out front, 0.3 of a second out over Austin Bloom.
Bloom's coming on strong though.
Lap times at the bottom of your screen. Aylshire, last 3 laps, he was super fast on lap 6. He got a better restart, but Austin Bloom closing the distance right there. 0.4 of a second over 2 laps, and now add another 1 thousandth of a second. The wall's going to be tricky as they start to run laps around here. Now they can run 65 laps, I believe, on these tires. Are they going to do it though?
That's a big question because they're already starting to drift up towards the wall, Jason. And it seems like it's almost impossible for these guys to pass. As soon as they start to get to the outside, it just drifts them straight up to the wall.
Brian Kozat on Facebook, he said he had tech issues, saw the green hit the gas and everything went black. Hope nobody got into you. Had sound for a second and then heard banging. Yeah, it was just you. You were good, man. Nobody got into you. You were in the wall. You held it there, and then for whatever reason, your car was just accelerating like crazy. So you did well, and you're right there.
Well, it looks like Aylshire's going to already have to deal with lap traffic. Coming up, we got one little straggler.
Battle box right there. Dale Duke coming up. 3.5 seconds off of Adam Aylshire. Austin Bloom falling back another 0.15 of a second. It does look like Aylshire is starting to figure out the track for his own, running his own line. Front stretch run. Lap 13 is now complete.
This is one spread out race, though, Jason. I can say that much. Can I take my 10 back?
That's why I chose 6. You never know. Practice sometimes can give you an inkling of what's going to happen, but for the most part, I don't see them being too overly aggressive unless Aylshire gets into the 18 down low. Dale Duke, that checks up the whole top 5.
And I bet you that's a little bit of front end damage that he definitely did not want.
Battle for second. Lance Hill and Austin Bloom. It looks like they're going to settle back out. Adam Aylshire, though, he got a little bit of nose damage out of that. Dale Duke was just running his line right there, and Aylshire gave him a little bump. Dale Duke.
He came in there like, I'm going to need you to move like it was yesterday.
And Dale Duke now on pit road. Looks like he's going to get some repairs done. Aylshire coming around turn 1 into turn 2. Austin Bloom is now reassumed that 5/10, almost 6/10 of a second relative right there, and Hill's kind of falling back after all that checkup.
Wonder if he got a little spooked. You get that moment and you're like, man, I really don't want to use that fast repair in the first quarter of the race.
Well, no caution came out, so that was at least fortunate on those regards. Austin Bloom now in second, holding on to that position. Colin Forster is really trying to hold on to the back bumper of the 6. He came out of nowhere.
I guarantee you, Colin is he's gonna be one of the ones. Remember a couple weeks ago, it's the long runs that he loves, and if they can get a long run going here, I bet you're going to see him up towards the top.
The 6 coming across that yellow line on the entrance of 3 right there. And that'll slow your progress, especially with the track difference. All the debris down there. Oh, gets a little bit loose coming in. It looks like he kind of whipped it in there. The 6 of Lance Hill. Colin Forster still tracking him down, trying to find the best way to pass him. How's he going to do it here? The backstretch here, only a little less than a quarter of a mile. The turns are almost longer than the stretches.
They are, and that's the hardest point to pass too. It's like you almost have to get a run going right off the turn that you can just kidnap them.
Kind of like what is happening right here. The 9 is now down low. The 6 is right there to the high side. The 9 using the bottom of the racetrack to try to get around and clear them. The 7 going to follow suit. Front stretch run for the 2 cars right there. Now Lance Hill falling prey to the 7. Side by side into turn 1. The 6 has got to let up to stay out of the wall right there. You knew that was coming. You saw the entrance into turn 1 right there.
I'm telling you, you draft them up high, and then they're going to drift up to the wall naturally, just being coming in that high. You just kidnap them underneath.
Adam Aylshire out front now by a full second. Austin Bloom maybe just trying to get the track position where he wants it and then kind of run.
He does that. He has the tendency of doing that. He'll ease back, and then before you know it, he's right on your bumper pushing you.
Aylshire runs it high, taps the wall. Now loses a whole lot of ground that he had gained over the 3 of Austin Bloom. Aylshire had a second gap, and now after tapping the wall on the exit of 4, 0.2 of a second is the difference between the 11 and the 3.
And he came on strong right there, Jason.
The 7, what is it?
He got a spinner.
Ooh, Pete Van Sprundle, the 80. Looks like that was his car that was involved in that. Here's a look at where he was at. There's the 80 right there. Coming in. Oh, looks like, the 77. Is that the 77 that came off of there? Or the 17? The baseball card. So that was the 80 of Van Sprundle. He got collected there. We'll take a look at that one more time. I want to see what car that was because I didn't know.
Oh.
That was a 17 Stephen Wood right there. Bounced off the wall. The car in front of him did as well. So they both exited and they kind of just were following suit. Man.
Different line, same result.
So Van Sprundle right there looking like a modified.
Whew.
Second. Oh yeah. Second caution of the race comes in. Aylshire leads everybody to pit road. And we're going to see what kind of strategy they're going to take here. 27 laps in, and you know they've got some wear, but what kind of wear is he going to hold on to?
I like Pete's Harry Potter car too. That's a good paint scheme.
He's been running that for a couple of weeks. I kind of dig it. Right there at that particular point, I would think he wish he could have levitated.
Oh, I guarantee.
A little Wingardium Leviosa going on right there. Stephen McComas and Justin Malarkey are going to stay out the 70 and the 73. Austin Bloom beating him off pit road. What happened to Aylshire right there? Oh, he might have stayed in and got his damage fixed.
He did, because you can tell it's not all the way fixed. He's still got a little crinkle on the front end. I think he's hoping that he holds on to that little bit of damage he still got. The big one comes, and if he needs to use that fast repair, he still has it in the bank.
Here's the number 11. Rocking and rolling. I still dig the sound of the Ford now, even though sometimes they sound sick. But the Fords, they changed the sound pack for all these cars. And, yeah.
I'm not digging the Chevy's sound pack. I'm not at all.
The Chevys sound really sick. It whines now like an electric
go-kart.
Go-kart. Yeah, pretty much. Stephen Comas, the Toyota, is going to be out front. There's the number 70. He's going to lead them to the start-finish line. Driving a Twin Peaks paint scheme on him. Oreo is going to be right behind him, but the Napa Know-How number 9 of Colin Forrester is going to be right there in third place. So he's going to restart behind the leader. In this situation, with 25 laps on your tires, or 26 laps on these tires, as we come around, would you really want to be behind Stephen McComas on the restart?
Not at all. I have a feeling that Bloom's going to take him before the lap even ends.
Oh, that's kind of where we saw it before. Austin Bloom, pole sitter, is going to be sitting outside of the 70. He had one heck of a restart right there, but don't count out Adam Aylshire, who led 23 laps of this race so far. Number 2 for the Voices, Froster, 1992. AJ is more. Oh! Whoa!
What is going on with restarts and starts tonight, Jason?
The caution might have to be delayed. The 33 right there, that's Brian Dixon. Caution's going to be delayed. Wow. All right, so there's Brian Dixon. This is what happened right here. I'm not sure what happened. This is the 33 of Brian. Oh, he got into the gas. Hit Tabor Mallory. And rolling backwards. Man.
Oh, God.
Poor guys.
I think they're taking shots in the pits.
Oh, man. All right, lights are going to be off on the pace car. We are going to try to make the attempt to go back to green flag racing. Tabor Mallory now with some unnecessary damage right there. The number 22 took it into the driver's side. The 33 getting into the side of him right there. That was Brian Dixon that Now it's going to be forced to the back. Man, oh man. But it doesn't count as a caution. Dixon was reaching for a beer. It says, or his dog gave him a lap dance again. It's happened. I've seen that happen to a few drivers. Pace car dives off. McComas is going to lead him to the start-finish line. As Fred says, green, 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 green. 70 got a great start right there.
He did. Oh, there it goes. Saw that one coming.
Austin Bloom passes on the outside, 70 up high. Bloom extending the lead. That's where it's going to be.
Oh, no. Now the 70's on the outside right here. He's surely going to drift up. Everyone's coming underneath him.
3 wide, turn 4 exit. Good awareness. The 70 is going to lose all that real estate. And Austin Bloom carrying nice and forward. We talked about Forrester having that long run speed. And I don't know. He may have a long run speed, but he's got that short track carry.
We got another one.
Oh, man. Excuse me. I didn't mean to sneeze, guys. Apologies. Oh, man. That came out of, it came out of nowhere. My button wasn't, I couldn't reach my button fast enough. Oh, man. Joe Nidek involved here. There's the 24. Looks like the 70 was right there. Oh, he came up and hit the 7. Oh, no. At that moment, he went, push.
Pop the cold one. If he didn't pop the cold one, he's going to pop one now.
Take a look at that one more time from the far chase view. Here's the exit. The 70 is up high. We know he's on old tires. The 24 comes up, drifts up. Oh, just taps him. He was just faster and got into him. I think the 70 was coming to pit road at that particular point, or thinking about coming to pit road on the exit of turn 3. Man, oh, man. Oh, no, says Brandy Bugs.
Bunch it back up again.
Third caution of the day. Fun, fun, fun for everybody out there. I said 6. Only 6, gentlemen.
I'm liking my 10 right now if this continues.
Oh, man, oh, man.
We're at a solid 3.5.
You can't call that a half. I mean, technically, I think you could, but you don't want to call it a 3. Gonna get lit. Number 3 for the boys roster out there. Robert Johnson. I already am. That's awesome. Oh man. Austin Bloom's your race leader. Forrester's going to be there in second. Green Hill, Aylshire. That's going to be your top 5. Pimpere, Buds, Mowry, Dixon, and Erickson. Third caution of the afternoon for the drivers. Hope everybody's having a great time out there. Hope you're having a very, very Merry Christmas and a whole lot of Happy New Year stuff going on. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for tuning in. We enjoy it.
I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but I think the guys just love Friday nights. As soon as your broadcast pops up, they knew they're going to see a great show, lots of drinking, and fun.
Keep doing it. I don't mind. Doesn't hurt me any. Oh, man. I truly hope everybody's having a great time, though, and you are safe. No matter what your beverage, whether it's eggnog or, you know.
You can't say that because I got some liquored one downstairs.
Or milk. Or water. Oh, man.
Got to be prepared for all the holidays here, Jason.
Captain Morgan and spiced rum.
That's what I got.
Robert Johnson says louder. You'll pull for any turn your sound up, Foster. Oh, Bob, I could. Where are the Toyotas? Froster says our audio is kind of hard to hear. If I turn it up anymore, I promise it'll blow it. It'll blow the distortion out. Check your volume settings, folks. I promise that we are as good as we can be.
Without full go.
Yep. Pace car dives off. We're going to get back at it again. Lap 36 about to be complete. 37 underway. Green. 3 and the 9 side by side. Ooh, look at that. They were side by side racing. A little bit of not contact, but could have been. Ooh.
And it's almost. I would not want to start on the outside. Even starting second. I'd rather start third than second here.
You know, at a certain point, I'd almost rather be the leader and restart on the outside, so that way I had that good jump.
That's true. Yes.
Three of Bloom out front, 0.6 of a second over Forrester. Forrester trying to get those long runs, and we saw what he did after 20 laps. He went from sixth to, he went from sixth to second because he lost a spot. He started fifth. He lost a spot, gained it back, chasing down the race leaders, and a good pit stop put him right there in second after the 70 stayed out.
I had a feeling we're going to have a long green run right here. Just that inkling.
I would be happy with a long green flag run. Had to ride in the mid. The YouTube comments crack me up. Oh my God. You guys are hilarious. I appreciate you guys being that funny. 0.6 of a second for Bloom. Let's go back, check in the field. Let's run through the top 20. Sorry, the top 19. Dale Duke back out there. Looks like, well, he was back out there. How about the top 18? McComas running 18th right now. Van Srontle back out there in the mix as he continues to run around. All these guys on the same lap, so nobody a lap down right now. Stephen Wood in the number 17. Had to use his fast repair, but he is looking pretty nice. I believe he's got the Big League Chew bubblegum paint scheme on. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Jason, did they just add birds?
I think so. I think they might have added birds. I think I saw birds. Oh, caution going to come out right there. Corey Wakefield involved.
Yep.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah, just saw some birds fly by, and I was like,
Yes, they have birds. They have airplanes. 16 of Corey Wakefield gets out of the turn, comes off the wall. Got into the 73 right there of Justin Malarkey. Man, oh man.
that little spot right there gets them every time.
Turn 2 exit. Fourth caution of the race. We were wanting a long green flag run there, but you know.
I felt it, but apparently it didn't happen.
Justin Barkley, oops. Froster, number 4, pour him down. Oh man, y'all crack me up. It's absolutely hilarious. I appreciate you. Oh.
Ooh, dang.
The Oreo leading. It is. Rockingham is, and they think that Rockingham might be a little bit slick here for the Cup cars, but I mean the Xfinity cars here, man, they get loose on just breathing on the cars.
The birds.
The birds.
The birds went by. It's the air from the wings.
It's the birds' fault. Oh man, it cracks me up. iRacing Spectacular reminder to join us on Tuesday. The Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. We're going to be back with those guys again this Tuesday. Nothing else for Signature Esports other than, you know, the late night gaming that I do. Phasmophobia, the game my daughter got me playing now. What is it? I put it in earlier. What is it? I can't remember now. All I know is that you try to move across a map with just your hands, and it's really silly. But it's been fun.
Your hands?
Yeah. So my daughter's a big fan of like Jelly, who's a gaming influencer, does a lot of Minecraft stuff, and my daughter being 6 is all about those kinds of videos. And he's a very, very clean YouTuber, so I'm super. I would have no problem watching him, but he's kind of obnoxious a little bit. Some can say the same about me, but he has this game that he did. What is it? It's called Heave Ho, is what it's called. And you can play with friends and connect your characters and get across these maps by using just your hands, because these characters only have arms. So she convinced me to install the demo by saying, "Daddy, please," and so I did that, and then so I ended up buying the game, and now here I am.
That was gonna happen.
And here I am, $10 later, saying, "Here, honey, you can play this game," because it takes a controller to play it, and so she can do like a couple of the maps, but. For the most part, she's sitting here watching me play it, and I'm addicted to it now, and I don't even know why.
Because it's something new, like that new shiny toy.
Yeah. Froster 1992 again. The winner tonight is the pace car. It's leading a bunch of laps. Yeah. Robert Johnson, glad I bought this bottle for tonight.
At this rate, you might have to go out and get another one before the end of the race.
Rockingham being a little bit troublesome. Lap 46 being completed under caution. The pace car is going to dive off, though. We're going to go back to green flag racing. And now the 3 into the gears. 1, 2, 3. Is the 3, the 9, and the 6. The 7 of AJ Green is there. And we're seeing some low-digit numbers. Woo! Little run. Piece of candy.
What kills me is normally you would see this happen in like this type of track, the restarts, because everyone's got to get down because no one wants to be up top.
Right.
But this is about after 10 laps, somebody just clean clocks the wall.
The 3 of Bloom out front. The 9, I believe he's starting to carry the tires in. After a couple of restarts, I believe his car's settling into where he was before.
Yeah, he's coming on strong. It's only going to be a moment before he tries to dip underneath him.
And he has great passing speed. He knows how to get around the cars, and he knows how to do it cleanly. Bloom starting to put on the throttle, though. Forrester there in second, Hill in third, as these guys are, out front's good. But
it seems to be all about the entrance too. If you come in too hot, you start to drift up, you lose too much speed on the exit, but you're like, I gotta come in hot because I gotta get underneath them.
Bloom extending his lead. Tabor Mallory right here, he's in 8th place. Right behind him, Dixon. That's Brian Dixon, the 33. Had a little bit of issue on caution number 3 whenever they had to go and try to go back to green, but it's not upsetting his car as it stands. Brian Dixon trying to put a pass on the inside of the number 22 for 8th. The 72, woo! Travis Eccles, man.
That was a fly job if I've ever seen it.
But the 24 of Joe Nidick, he's going to go around. Eccles had a great pass going on there, but he lost a ton of ground when it came to trying to straighten it back out. And so now he's going to have to work it. There's Joe Nidick running 9th, chasing down Brian Dixon. Chris Buds, he's a long way away. Trying to catch up to the drivers. There's the 13, the Kodak machine. Tracking down Michael Pimpere, the number 21. There in 6th. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Turn number 3 is where he is at.
No, I'm going to regret this, but every time I decide to go up in the blimp, cars start piling up and they start spinning all over the track. like the blimp so much because I can see everybody and anything.
Adam Aylshire, the 11 in 5th, chasing AJ Green, who is right in front of him. So from 3rd to 6th, they're right, or 3rd to 5th right there. They're just all right there. So the 6th of Colin Forrester right in front of AJ Green.
I wonder if that front end damage is messing up Adam a little.
Sorry, the 6th of Lance Hill. Adam Aylshire still holding his own, though. I mean, he's got the 6 and the 7 right in front of him. The 11, he's still running a clean line. He still has that little bit. You can see the crinkle of the flare on the fenders. That's what we're talking about. He's not used his fast repair just yet. 7 to the inside of the 6 right there. Looks like he's going to make a pass. Sliding up. Whoa.
That's so dangerous because you know when they hit that wall, they're coming right down on top of you.
Passing on an exit. Aylshire gets around the 6 of Lance Hill. AJ Green there in 3rd. And man, oh man, they're running. 57 laps in. We are 3rd through the race.
Right. Now they're starting to spread out again, too.
Austin Bloom, 0.8 of a second. Just has to run his line. The Oreo cookie machine. Ooh, tapping the wall on 1.
That'll slow you up a little.
Exit 2, much smoother. Well, I don't know. It might have helped him because Forrester lost 0.2 of a second off of that lap. We'll follow along with Forrester. Actually, let's do this. Let's follow along with the nose of Colin Forrester. Right there it is.
And you have the first 5 are all spread out. And then the rest of the pack, mushed up.
That's the line that Colin Forrester is running. Let's go back to Chris Buds.
When's the last time you played Jason?
Man, oh man. Woo. 21. There, the 24 is in front. 21 has Buds right behind him. I mean, from 6th on back, they're all right there. And so this is a battle of longevity here. Joe Neidick looks like he might be starting to close the distance a little bit. Neidick had a better lap on the last lap than the race leader, 23.75. Austin Bloom had a 23.79.
When's the last time they pit, Jason?
Lap 26, but they've had 2 cautions in between all of that. I will tell you, though, Travis Eccles has the freshest tires in the field. He pitted on lap 43, and he's starting to drive around a few folks here. And you can tell right there, he went around to 13 like he was standing still. So Eccles... 17 lap fresher tires on his vehicle. Van Sprundle, the same thing. Fast repair for the number 80. Hogwarts special coming down and trying to get to the inside of the 33 right there to try to make a pass into 10th place. He's going to do so. Eccles running the same lap time as the race leader. 24.04 for both of the drivers. But that's, I mean, if it wasn't for the lap traffic, he'd be running faster lap times than the race leader, I think. Joe Neidick, he's catching up too. There's the 24.
Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Adam's got some company coming up fast.
Joe Neidick pitted on lap 43 as well. So we've got 4 drivers that pit on lap 43. McComas, Van Sprundle, Eccles, and the man right there, the number 24, Bush Latte. I believe he got his fast repair. He's got the 11 right in front of him. He's got some fresher tires. He's running a heck of a set of laps right now. His pit strategy is going to be a lot different than everybody else. And the 11 forcing the issue, front stretch run, 24 dips down below. So you're going to see the 24 probably take away, right there in turn 1.
Yeah, that was smart. Adam didn't try to race in the corner for it. Just give up the position, dip down low, so you're not high siding all the way to the top of the track, smacking the wall.
Robert Johnson, caution lap on 69. Haven't gotten there yet. 72 is getting it done, says Justin Barkley. Pimpere is a couple bulbs shy of a string. What?
Oh, man.
What?
Shoot.
That's terrible. Austin Bloom, 2.5 seconds, almost 3 seconds out in front of Colin Forrester. But Neidick is going to be trying to close the distance because he's passed.
They almost went 3 wide back there, Jason.
I was seeing that the 72 right there with the 80 of Van Sprundle. The 11 of Aylshire not trying to give up too many positions. These guys on fresher tires are starting to push the subject. No tire. So this there was a question out there. They were asking if there were any tire sets or if there are limited tires in this series, and there are not. So they're all free. Use them.
Exactly. Burn them down while you got them. There's no point in leaving them in there.
Tire and pit strategy is going to be the key. Forrester 3.1 seconds off of Bloom, who's in first. Joe Neidick in fourth is trying to track down AJ Green, 2.5 seconds off of him. I'm sorry, 1.6 seconds. I was reading the wrong relative there. 1.6 seconds off of AJ Green. Here's the difference. There's AJ Green. Here's the last lap times. Neidick, you see there on the bottom, who's running fourth. I mean, he's gained almost a full second on him in just the last 5 laps alone.
They're coming, Bloom. They're coming, buddy. You gotta go.
Joe Neidick's gap between he and the race leader is 6.7 seconds, and it's growing. So Austin Bloom just needs to continue to run his line.
Yeah, he is rolling, which is going to come up very soon to be interesting because he's catching the back of the pack.
Joe Neidick in fourth, trying to track down third. AJ Green not far off. That's the guy rolling. Eccles in fifth. So the guys in fourth, fifth, and sixth on the freshest tires, 43-lap tires. Stephen McComas now starting to run through the field as well, the number 70. He's doing just the same thing. Stephen Wood in 14th on 43-lap tires as well. So maybe not getting around the track as well as the guys up front, Neidick, Van Sprundle, and Eccles, but they're doing it. Austin Bloom.
Rolling.
Oh yeah, Austin Bloom's going to be coming around to the halfway mark here once he gets out of 3 and 4, and lap 75 is going to be completed right here.
Catching the back of somebody. Let's see if he does a little bit better than what Adam did in that first turn.
Speed right there at the bottom, 160 into the backstretch, into the turn. Here's the battle box right there. Malarkey is 3.3 seconds in front of Austin Bloom. Austin Bloom's last lap time, a 24.35. Joe Neidick, who's catching AJ Green, a 24.41. So the tires are starting to level out as far as what we're seeing in this playthrough right here. At a certain point, that's what's going to happen. You're going to start you're going to be aggressive. You're going to start getting in there. Austin Bloom has nothing to work around. Chris Buds, I heard your had to look at my other screen. Fifth caution of the race, halfway through. Shot time for some.
Oh, he's getting that fast repair now.
There's the 13 right there. Adam Aylshire, the 11, comes up, hits the wall. Oh, man. Helicopter.
Oh, I know Austin didn't want to see that.
Well, now's an opportunity for him to come in and get tires.
My suggestion, everyone comes in and gets tires.
I think everybody might come in and get tires, even though guys on 43-lap tires, they're free. You might as well use it.
Yeah, there's no point. You're not going to gain anything from that. Only thing you're going to end up doing is losing spots like the guys did to begin with.
Oh, you guys jinxed it out there. That's what they're saying. We need a caution. You jinxed. Everybody coming to pit road, including your race leader, Austin Bloom. Remember, go check out, I believe it's still set. I'm going to double check this real quick. Go and check out Jinx Shifters. There he is. That's their website right there, jinxshifters.com. Find out all the information about those guys. Appreciate what they're doing out there, being a part of what we are. Go to their website. Order something for your sim rig. Austin Bloom's going to win the race off pit road pretty easily right there. Forster in second. So they're going to come around, match up with the pace car. Wave around's going to come around. I'm going to take a pause for the cause and talk about one of our sponsors.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Say that again.
Number 80 waved his Harry Potter wand and zipped up to the 4th place.
Oh, John Neidick out there. Wish you could be racing. Had internet issues. Go Neidick Racing. I was wondering. I saw Joe out there, and I didn't see you. So good to see that you're tuning in out there on the good old Facer book. Lights are off on the pace car. He's going to dive in to pit road, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. Lap 82 is about to be complete. 83 about to begin. Green. Back at it again. We are here at Rockingham, the 150-miler. Side by side. Whoa, the 9 got loose. You saw that one. That turn into turn number 2 right there. He was trying not to lift, so AJ Green's going to be capitalizing on the back bumper of the 9 of Forster as we get back underway here at Rockingham. Oh!
I'm going through the whole list here, and if I was Adam, I would just chill back as far as I could, because when the wreck, they just went 3 wide.
Adam Aylshire's going places.
He's a lap down though. That's the only problem. So you're gonna have to wait for the lucky dog position when the wreck happens. You don't want to be involved in it.
The 11 right behind the 24. We know that Adam Aylshire was fast. Looks like Tabor Mowry got his car fixed, so he used his. Whoa, man, the view from camera 1 that we use here, when they come out of 2, it looks like they're sending it up the track. I mean, and they're not, but it almost looks like it. But Tabor Mowry used his fast repair, so he is back in the mix. He's running 14th. Eccles. You know, here's something that's interesting. So on the fresher tires, they were going places, right? So we've got Eccles, we've got Van Sprundle still up there. The 24 of Joe Neidick, he was up there as well, and now Neidick back to 14th. I think he might have stayed in pit road just a little bit longer. He did 48 seconds. But those guys were hauling. Brian Dixon to 33. He's made an impressive move back up to 6th place. Biggest mover of the race is Van Sprundle. He's up 11 spots from where he started, and he's holding his own, but Austin Bloom better on fresh tires.
Oh, yeah. Just ridiculous fast.
Austin Bloom, Colin Forster, AJ Green, Travis Eccles, all a part of the same team. That's what I'm being told out there. Absolutely. Bloom, the number 3, running. Like his life depends on it.
It's going to be an interesting. We haven't had a green flag pit stop yet.
Nope. And we may not. The 72 just joined the team. Hashtag can I join? Well, he's a little off brand. I'm just saying.
Just a little.
Manufacturer, at least. I say brand, but I mean manufacturer. There's the manufacturers. Austin Bloom, Forrester, Green, Eccles driving a Ford, Van Sprundle in a Chevy. But Bloom, Forrester, and Green all in Chevys.
Yeah, the gap that Bloom pulls in the beginning of the race on them fresh tires is just ridiculous fast.
Well, he and Forrester likes the long green flag runs, but Bloom seems like he holds a little bit left or holds a little bit in before he actually gets the run going. So maybe just trying to take it easy.
I'd like to see Forrester get up there and fight him for that spot. I'd like to see anybody fight for the first spot. It hasn't happened all race.
Somebody said, show me the Toyota. First Toyota in the field. The 70 of Stephen McComas, who just went off track right there. Corey Wakefield, Dale Duke, and Brian Kozad all driving Toyotas. Corey Wakefield right there. Looks like a modified. Dale Duke off, and Brian Kozad off as well.
Toyotas don't like this track, apparently.
Or the drivers just don't like Toyotas. I don't know.
That's a good point. Maybe they want it. Well, maybe they want out of the Toyota.
See Davey Hendricks out there. Big ol' woo. That's who asked to see the Toyota. Oh, Bloom. Blinked for me there. Colin Forrester holding on. There he is.
Well, up too.
Quite a bit. Actually, quite a bit. Autocross Fun says, hey, if you can't win fair and square, there's nothing like a good grip hack. Oh, God.
Oh, man. I swear, Bloom just looks like a robot. It's the same lap, same turn every time.
Same line, same exit. Forrester is, and now that he's just running the same thing back and forth each lap. Well, except for his lap times are, of course, decreasing. He's now a second slower than when they restarted this green flag run. What I see out of these guys is Forrester runs the same line, but then he typically runs a little bit deeper in. And now Forrester losing ground to the race leader by 15/10 of a second a lap.
You better hope he catches that lap traffic and it slows him way up at this point.
I mean, right here, you're going to see the last lap times. 94, Forrester was slower. 95, Forrester was faster by 75 one-thousandths of a second. But, I mean, we're talking a 15 one-hundredths of a second each lap. 98, he was close to 3/10 of a second faster. We'll see on this lap where Forrester holds off. Another Bloom still extending the lead by, 15/10 of a second.
Got lap traffic now, though. This should be interesting.
The 16.
If the lap traffic goes high.
That's the 16 right there. I mean, honestly, it's Rockingham. I'd go high. If I were the leader, I would go high around, because I'm going to be able to hold that line, be able to feather, and then whoever's behind me is going to have to contend with him as well. So I would honestly, like Bristol, I would try to go as high as possible around lap traffic.
He did too.
Bloom, Forrester, Green, Hill, Van Sprundle. That's going to be the top 5. Fastest lap on the last lap. It's going to be done by Van Sprundle. He ran a 23.86 on his last lap. Brian Dixon now just ran a 23.86 as well. Justin Malarkey last lap, 23.68. So our race leaders running a 23.93 and a 24 flat. And these guys are starting to, on these older tires, starting to catch them.
That's I just saw Colin. He actually took a different lap line than Bloom did. He went underneath the driver instead of going on top of him.
You hear the feather in the throttle going on right there. It's interesting. It really is. Look how close they get to the wall right here on corner exit when they come out of 2. Here's a look at the gyro cam. You hear that feather in the throttle. But look at that wall. It needs to be closer to the wall to be able to pull that in. There it is, right there.
Bloom's having some trouble up there. Lap traffic was not, he's still not picking a line. He is taking the middle. He said, I'm not taking the low line and I'm not taking the high line.
Stephen McComas, the 70 right there. Getting a bump from the 3, saying, get out of my way. Austin Bloom going to lose a lot of ground right there to Forrester. Teammates are not. The 70's throwing blocks. off the wall, the 70 is, man, he went off the wall right there.
I thought he was coming down into Bloom. I was for sure it was going to happen.
Oh, man. So now Forrester within 2 seconds of Austin Bloom as he went around the 70. I kind of want to see what happens with Forrester. I mean, we're looking at...
I do too. I want to see if it's the same blocking strategy right here.
There's the 9 off the exit. AJ Green starting to catch Colin Forrester right there. You see him rolling through the relative. The 70 of McComas, is right there. I mean, I've always told everybody, go around me. I'm going to run my line. Go around me. Sometimes I'm kind and I let people by, but But there is the number 70 right there. The 9 is closing in on him. Losing. Oh, caution's going to come out. So we're not going to see that battle. That's Corey Wakefield involved there with Brian Dixon.
And Adams not going to get his lap back because Bloom just passed the number 70.
No. There's Corey Wakefield, the number 16. It's like, oh, he hit the wall. Whoa. Tap the 6. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Brian Dixon involved in there. Let's go back. Come on, come on, come on. Stop scrolling. Here it is. It was Brian Dixon, the 33. The 80. Oh, Van Sprundle was there. Oh, no. That was right after Corey Wakefield spun off the wall right there. Let's back that up. I want to see how that affected Van Sprundle right there, because that seems to me like Mr. Where's he at? Wakefield. There he is. There's Corey Wakefield right there. There's that run.
Oh,
so
it's like he sketched off the wall as well, Jason.
So the caution was because the 16 was there. He came off the wall, came back on track. Oh, and the 33 was to the outside of the 80, so that was all at once. Man, I'll tell you what, Colin Forrester. Looks like Colin Forrester is going to be your race leader. Austin Bloom comes out 8th. Ooh.
What happened? Now I'm curious.
Oh, Austin Bloom, black flag for speeding on pit road.
Oh, I heard something rumble from the pits 1 mile over, but I wasn't sure what it was. Oh, that stinks.
So he's going to get an EOL right there. The race leader going to the back of the line. Colin Forrester is going to be your race leader. AJ Green, Lance Hill, Justin Malarkey, Van Sprundle back up there again. Doug Erickson. We haven't seen Doug Erickson. We haven't talked about, we've seen him. We just haven't talked about him a lot. The Hoonigan, number 46, he is out there in that Ford. Taver Mowry back to where he started. Needs to advance just a little bit. There's the number 22. Started 7th and is running 7th at the moment. Pimpere, the number 21. Oh, Christmas Tree. Oh, Christmas Tree. He's there in 8th, up 2 positions from where he started. Chris Buds, the number 13. There in 9th with the Kodak Chevrolet, and the 33 of Brian Dixon. There he is. Brand new car.
Adam's gambling, Jason.
Yeah.
That's going to be some old tires to work off of right there.
6th caution of the race. We go back to green flag racing. We're going to have roughly about 35 laps. I'm sorry, 35 laps to go. Long enough to do something. I mean, he wants to stay on the lead lap. I mean, he's back on the lead lap. He took the wave around right there. I think he might be counting on another caution.
You better hope. I get he's back on the lead lap now, but I don't know about that one, Jason. I think I would have rather have gone in the pits, got fresh tires, been the only car that's a lap down, even close to a lap down, and grab the lucky dog spot.
Forrester leads him to the green flags. It waves again. The 9 and the 6, there they are. 1 and 2, so they're getting a great restart right there. So Forrester and Hill, AJ Green there in 3rd, and then that number 7. He is trying to hold off the 73 of Justin Malarkey. So we've got a Chevy, a Ford, a Chevy, a Ford, a Chevy, and Doug Erickson trying to get around Taver Mowry right there. That would alternate everything.
I'm wondering if Bloom can go all the way back to the front.
I mean, he started in the back. He's already around the outside of a lot of vehicles. I don't think he's used his fast repair yet. There's the 3 outside the 33. He's about to take it 3 wide. Does look like the 21 is right there. It's got to stay off the wall. Austin Bloom falling another spot to Travis Eccles right there to the inside. As you see the congestion in front of him, I'd be nervous right there.
Me
Holy
too.
cow. Cockpit view for this car. There you go, guys. Sorry about the... You see it right there. That's what he's looking at whenever he's driving. Oh, drifts up just a little bit right there.
And they are 2x2 all in front of him too.
The 21 doing a great job of trying to keep himself low. He's going to drift down. Bloom going to go to the outside. Going to clear him on the front stretch, or at least try to. That's the run he's got going on. But more importantly, Colin Forrester is extending the lead over Lance Hill 0.8 of a second. And he's going to come around and make it lap 119 complete here on the exit of 4.
Man, it's just a different type of air up there in the front, apparently.
Short track racing. So now Bloom fighting hard to get around the 21 of Pimpere right there. It's going to be right behind the 33 of Dixon, who's been holding his own. And the 3 has been holding his own line. So he's got basically 30 laps when they come back to the green flag, or to the start-finish line right here, to try to get back to the front, because Forrester, last time by, 22.89. He's just tucked in and ready to rock and roll. I mean, here's the lap times between he and Lance Hill, who's right behind him. Lance Hill steadily falling on his lap times as the 9 of Forrester extends that lead.
I'm interested to see if Bloom can get out in front, but how much is he going to burn his tires up trying to get around all these cars?
9 laps in, his last lap was a 23.31. Race leader's a 22.90, and he's trying to gain as many positions as he can. I mean, he led 61 laps from what I count over here now. It's come to fruition that can be wrong sometimes, according to my iRacing Live timing. But you know, I mean, he's going around drivers. He has the skill to go around them. But I mean, his lap times are nothing to sneeze at.
No, and it looks like he keeps getting stuck too.
Tabor Mallory falling prey right here. Austin Bloom is run faster lap times than he. But with 20, I mean, he's getting down to the 25 to go wire, where it's just, it's where do you push the boundaries? Do you go high? Do you go low? What driver do you have in front of you? Can you trust it to try to get back to the front? Because Forrester 1.5 seconds out over Lance Hill, and Lance Hill has AJ Green to be looking at here as well. AJ Green, teammate to Forrester right there, pulling with the. I mean, they're running the same lap times. Pretty much. I mean, we're talking 0.8 of a second, or 0.8 of a second right there. The separation on lap times between Hill and Green was 1,000th of a second. And so those guys are going to be doing what they do. AJ Green, in order to catch his teammate, is just going to have to get around Lance Hill, and that's already going to be hard enough the way it is.
You get a caution to come out within the next 10 laps, Jason. Do you pit?
Yes.
Do you think anyone's risky enough to try to stay out?
Yes. AJ Green goes around the 6. There it is.
Do you think Bloom is risky enough to stay out?
Yes.
Woo! That'd be interesting.
But I don't think that he would. I think that if the leaders come in, he's going to come in.
want to see it.
Midwest Midwest Days of Thunder.
Oh, no.
Bloom going around. No caution. I saw it. Where did it go around at? Oh, come on. Come on. It didn't give me any kind of contact right there. Man, I can't even tell you what happened there.
Oh.
This
Forster
was
gave a little love to Adam.
that was lap 118 right there. Trying to see what happened there, folks. Whoop, so sorry about that. Here it is. This is lap 128 right here. The 3 was right there, and he got into the 80 of Van Sprundle. And self-spin. So that's what happened right there. That's what you see. All right, Forster telling people to get out of his way. AJ Green starting to catch him, though. 19 laps to go. Only 6 cautions. Does look like Green starting to pull within. I mean, he knocked a second off of that lap time. Man, oh man, oh man. 24. Oh yeah, Green is catching Forrester. Pretty fast. I know they're teammates, but my trapper keeper is going, man.
You know, we always have this this what if.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, if that's your teammate and you're in second, do you wreck him to win?
No.
Do you give him a nice little bump to bump and run him?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you give a little bit more than a bump?
No. No. If he's raced me clean, I'll no. Battle going on in the relative. We were seeing this happen. Lance Hill has some company in the form of the 73. The two Fords battling back and forth right here. It does look like the 73 is trying to get to the back bumper and dive it underneath the 6. But when he does, he gets a little bit too high on the outstretch right there. So the 6, whoa, crossover move, little blocking going on right there. Not going to be enough to get underneath them. Highline run for the 6. 73 is going to go underneath, and that looks like that's going to be the pass right there. It is. Justin Malarkey going to go to third right there as Lance Hill falls back. The number 6 was doing a great job of holding on, but he's got a little right side damage that seems to be playing factors with him. Tabor Mowry not far off in the 22. Every time I see his MOM, the modern office, whatever that is on the front, the mom scheme, it makes me think of the Love's truck stop a little bit.
Yes. Oh, I love those places. That's called good napping places.
Yes. Colin Forster out front. AJ Green to second. Justin Malarkey to third. 13 laps to go. 6 cautions is all that we have had. Jinx.
Has AJ won it yet?
What's that?
Has AJ won it yet?
Let me look. Debris on the track. Don't call it. No more cautions. I would be exactly right for the first time in this series.
I need about 3 more cautions.
Oh, let's see. AJ Green won Daytona. Colin Forrester won New Hampshire and Kentucky. This would be 3 in a row for Colin Forrester.
I'm secretly pulling for AJ right now.
The 9 of Forrester out front. AJ Green has pulled within 0.4 of a second. 10 laps to go. It's going to be a battle between teammates, I believe. Because even though I think Malarkey is starting to close the distance too, he's running faster laps than Colin Forrester right now.
Wonder if Colin's saving.
It's a possibility.
Use the last 5 laps to go all out and pull away from everyone.
Well, he's got his teammate coming. If that's his plan, he needs to step in it.
I ain't gonna lie, if that was me, I'd turn Schaefer. Schaefer, love you.
AJ Green right there on the rear bumper of Forrester. The 9 and the 7. Front stretch run, 8 laps to go. Same lap times.
Ooh, he's under the bumper. He's into the bumper, Jason.
Oh, man, oh, man. What do you do?
Well, if I'm Forrester, I'm blocking my butt off. If I'm AJ, I'm giving him a couple bumps and then say, hey, the next one's going to not feel too well.
Oh, sorry. AJ Green's been the bridesmaid. He got, it says 43 points in Michigan, but he got 42. He was second at Michigan. Yes, AJ Green is looking for his first win. I was looking at the points. I wasn't looking at they have a spreadsheet that I'm looking at that it's a little different for me. So.
Oh, come on, AJ. We need that AC Slater car in the winning lane.
0.2 of a second separate the 9 and the 7. 6 laps to go. Forrester there trying to make it 3 in a row, I do believe. That's exactly what I was looking at least. Let me double check. 43, 40.
He's been rolling, yeah.
Yep. Forrester, Green, Malarkey, Hill, Mowry. Whoa, he's getting there. Oh, man. The 7 going to lose a little bit of ground right there. He got a little bit below the apron. 5 laps to go. Coming around. Going to make it 4 laps to go when they come across the start-finish line here. Rockingham has been interesting. Long green flag run right here at the end. 0.3 of a second. Now slowing up for Forrester as I think he's starting to step into it. AJ Green, 22.59 on the last one. Forrester was 24.59, and AJ Green was a 24.83. 4 to go, and the gap starting to close. 3 laps to go now here. Man, oh man, make sure you go check out Jinx Shifters at jinxshifters.com. Get yourself one of their fantastic products out there. We do appreciate them being the title sponsor, the race sponsor here for the Rockingham 150. Run like a runaway bride. Forrester just really trying to extend it. This is the battle right here as they come around into turn 1, 2 to go here at Rockingham.
AJ's not giving up. He's really pushing it.
Forrester,
nice little bump right here again. It seems to be out.
Lap traffic's coming up though. Ooh, this is going to get interesting. White flag's going to wave here at Rockingham as now the Jinx Shifters 150 comes down to this right here and only this. The 7 there to the back bumper. Half stretch coming. The back stretch there. 2 more turns.
Man.
Left. Oh, big old bump. Does he send it around? Does he get to the back bumper? The 9 there to the 17. 9's going to win here at Rockingham. Down below the apron has to go to make sure that nobody gets in front of him. So the 9 of Forrester makes it 3 in a row. The 7 put a good battle on there. Malarkey's going to finish 3rd. Mowry, Hill, Dixon, and Nidek's going to come around. Pimpere looks like he's going to finish. Nice little run for those guys. There's Pimpere, Erickson, Buds. That's going to make up your top 10. Good race for all of the drivers right there. Colin Forrester did a fantastic job of holding on to it. Green working his tail off to get around. And man, oh man, teammates giving some love taps. Good old fun for all of them right there. Celebratory burnout coming.
Man, that was an interesting finish. You know, for the whole race, Jason, it was the leader was spread out. It was like he pretty much could have opened the book and read it. Then you get to the last 10 laps and 2 teammates are going at it.
The 9 celebrating here at virtual Rockingham Iowa Racing Spectacular, of course. 6 cautions, and I was right. Is Adam
Right
still
on the money.
Adam's out there. He's finishing his laps. He wanted to finish his laps.
Yeah, he was finishing.
All right, let's bring up our race winner. As he made it.
I'm told you, Jason, that didn't benefit him at all.
Yeah.
He should have pitted with everybody else.
Colin Forster joins in with us right here. I appreciate you for doing so. Colin, tell us how your race went. Of course, 3 in a row for you here. You had a teammate right behind you battling. You had lap traffic, kind of was there. How did it go for you? And tell us how it worked.
Well, Austin was obviously the fastest car on 9. I was probably second fastest. I mean, he just maintained his tires better, and then he unfortunately got a speeding penalty. Then there was some contact with him, and I believe the 80. It's just hard racing, and my race was good. Obviously, me and AJ were battling out last 15, 20 laps. He got right on my back bumper. There's some lap traffic also, which I think they didn't really impede us. They were just making us drive a little harder, I think.
Rockingham's already tough to pass at anyway, so you kind of really have to choose your line. Kind of when you're entering the turn, where you're going to make that pass. Where are you going to be able to get around to the outside? Are you going to be able to clear them before they have to make that exit? And it seemed to work in your favor when you guys were having to drive through the track, but drive through traffic. But being out front, you got to be able to kind of savor the moment, throttle when you needed to, and hold your line the way that you needed to. From our points of view, tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely being in front, I think, is the key, as I just hit my gas pedal. But, it's definitely the key, and, being in front, you can sort of slow the guy behind you in the middle of the corner and get a little better runoff, just to try and not get him. But AJ was definitely better off the corner than me. I think I was pushing a little too hard into the corner, so that allowed him to just get a better run on me. I was expecting him to bump me, and just glad I held on, and probably going to end the streak next race at Daytona, because I am awful at that road course.
Well, it'll be a lot of fun, that's for sure. Well, congratulations on the win there, Colin, and we'll see you next week, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations, Colin. Have a good night, buddy, and happy holidays.
Thank you, you guys. You too.
Colin's going to be it. AJ Green is going to be the next driver up on our list right here. AJ, congratulations. P2 finished right there. Teammate in front of you. We always have the debate on whether or not we would send our teammates.
I said I would have sent them. You get your first win. I probably would have just given him a little bit of a bump in the corner to kind of get him a little wobbly. That's all.
I was giving him plenty of bumps through that whole last 10 laps. And if it wasn't for a couple lap cars, I think maybe a bump could have been successful. But he was also expecting it, so that didn't help in my case. But I'm just happy that, P2 finished. And yeah. Yeah, I'll get a win eventually this season, and I'll get one. But for now, every place matters and every position matters for me. Not so much for Colin anymore, but it will still matter for him too. But we're having a great playoff picture right now. That is true, and that would hurt me quite a bit. yeah, Colin, you go first.
Okay. Like to thank my dad watches every race. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors as well, and yeah, thank AJ for racing me kind of clean.
And shout out to my family watching as well, all the sponsors. And shout out to our new teammate, Travis Eccles. He was running top 5 for most of the race and had an unfortunate event. But shout out to all the team.
Absolutely. Fantastic race from both of you. Congratulations. I'll let you guys go and be where you need to be right there. We're going to talk to, last but not least, Mr. Justin Malarkey. He is in here, the number 73. Buddy, you had a great race. I mean, you were there. You were. We saw you driving through the field like you like they were just kind of standing still. So tell us how your race went, and what did you have there at the end that put you around some tough competition?
Yeah, I had a good long run car. Definitely fast on the long run. Had a lot of trouble in the beginning. Had to use a fast repair there. Had some damage. Had some more damage, like with 40 laps to go on that one caution. But yeah, other than that, the car was really good. After about 20 laps, it was pretty good for me. In fact, right at the end, with like the last 10, 15 laps to go, it was probably the best it was all day. But I probably needed another 10 or 15 laps to even have a chance.
Well, you had one of the fastest laps of the race pretty early on, and we saw you driving around. You navigated really well, and that's something you were talking about the long run here. Your navigation skills on this track were pretty amazing, and a big compliment for me because I'm terrible at this track.
Thank you. The track's fun.
Yeah.
After 20 laps, you could really run different lines. There's, I don't know if you noticed at all, but I love clipping that apron going into turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of Darlington. If you get the left front tire around down on the bottom of it, it kind of just, I don't know what it does to the car, but it makes it hold the track good.
What was that, New Rock?
I said it turns you a little bit. You clip that corner just a little bit, and it gets your tail end to whip out on you, so you get better grip on the exit. Yeah, it just I don't know. I like doing it going on the corner. I don't know. Kevin Harvick kind of does it at some of these tracks. I don't know. It works for him. Yeah, it's just there's so many different lines, even though a lot of it's on the bottom, but there really is a lot of different lines you can do getting into the corner, getting out of the corner. Even coming out of turn 2 after about 20 laps, you can really come out way down underneath on the bottom instead of sliding up into the wall if you try and get out of the corner too fast. There's just a bunch of different lines that really makes this track tons of fun.
Well, it was a good drive off from our point of view, and absolutely fantastic way to end the evening to allow you to get yourself up there in P3. So congratulations right there. Give your shout outs, and we'll let you finish up the day.
Yeah, it had to be a fun one to watch, definitely. There wasn't too many cautions, a lot of good green flag racing. So thanks to everyone who watches, and hope they had a lot of fun because it was definitely challenging. I felt like I was in the stock market going up and down all the race.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was good. Thanks again for doing it. Going to go upstairs, check it out.
Oh, fantastic. All right, Justin, congratulations. There's a P3 finish for you, and we'll go over the finishing results. Colin Forrester, of course, there he is. That is going to be your race winner. 3 in a row, the Jacksonville driver. Going to have a whole lot of fun celebrating here. Race results, of course, and always brought to you by SETV and all of the fun. Like we talked about, Colin Forrester is going to be your race winner. And man, oh man, was it fun. It was definitely a whole lot of fun. 6 cautions. I was absolutely right this time. I'll be wrong next time. AJ Green's going to be your P2 finisher. There's Justin Malarkey, the number 73, Taver Mowry, Lance Hill. That's your top 5. We've got Dixon, Nidek Pimpere, Erickson, Chris Buds did a great job. He was up there. So the Nidek Racing team, and number 13 was rocking and rolling. Vance Brundle, he bounced back, finished there in 11th. And we're going to move down. Forness, Aylshire, Wakefield, all the way to 18th right there. End of the list. Yeah. Man. Dale Duke, Ryan Kozad had those early issues with his wheel, and that right there, ended his day early. Actually, before it started, technically 150 laps down. So that right there would have been. He didn't. I don't even think he was able to get across the start finish line. He said he hit the gas out there, and it just jerked him to the. Everything shut down. Everything went black, and we could see that happening.
Yeah, we've seen that happen more than once. It's all bad for the driver, but then that driver, and not only does he feel bad the fact that he wrecked, because no one wants to do that, but then you feel bad because you're like, oh my God, did I take anybody out with me? That's like the worst feeling ever, is did I take somebody out with me on my computer bleeping out?
That's we've seen a ton, and that's one of the things he said out there on Facebook. He was like, "Man, oh man, I hope I didn't take anybody out." So, and he didn't. And good awareness for everybody else. 6 cautions, 150 miles in the books. We're going to be back. I believe we're going to be back next week. I think that's what the schedule says. I'm going to double check for you so that we were accurate and everything is, we just got to make sure that it's all good. Make it all good. Let's see.
I do believe our next one's January 4th.
I think you might be correct on that one. I just want to make sure that
or somewhere right around there.
Let's take a look. So
a little bit off on days. Maybe January 1st.
Daytona Road Course, January 8th. It's going to be the next. So Rockingham. So we're going to take a break from the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series until January 8th, and then we'll be back, and you'll see us again there. Make sure you join us this Tuesday, and we'll be back with the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. We're going to be doing those guys this week, and so it's going to be absolutely fantastic race there. I think they are at the Daytona Road Course this time as well. Check out all the other streams. We're going to have a whole lot of fun this week. We're throwing up some recruitment races for the Signature eNASCAR Series. So if you're out there on iRacing, tune in. You might see us broadcast one. You might see us race one. You might see me race, depending on if I can get used to this wheel or not. I don't know. It's weird. So. But outside of that, signatureesports.com, hit the shop button, hit the donate button, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the subscribe on all the channels, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. By doing that, all that you do is you make us more relevant. Give us a like, give us a share. We love you. We appreciate you. We're going to see you again here very soon. And, Merry Christmas to you if we haven't seen a Happy Hanukkah to you. If my heritage out there, we love you. Happy holidays. Have a blessed new year. Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series as well. All of those guys out there. So, Jinx, man, great sponsor. Kind of like a great sponsor. All right. Go and check out their website, jinxshifters.com. Newbrow, anything else?
No, just wish everyone happy holidays, and we'll see you guys when we get back from break. I'm going to miss you guys. So it's going to be a long overhaul due where I'm going to be out there behind the wheel and set it up in the broadcast.
All right, folks. Yeah, Newbrow, Merry Christmas to you. We're going to see you guys here on Tuesday, and then after that, we'll see you after holidays. Merry Christmas, and make sure you check out all the other streams. We love you.